Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. My name is Jade, and I am a UK community manager at Canva. And hopefully, today I'm going to teach you some new features that I think will be really useful to everyone in the room. But before I get started, just let's give me a little bit of a hands up. Who's used Canva in the room before? Amazing. Quite a lot of you. Hopefully, I'm going to teach you something new. Anybody would describe themselves as a power user? So you're on Canva every single day. Great. Amazing. I love that. Okay. So, let's start with a little bit of introduction. So I said, my name's Jade. I've worked for Canva for a year now, principally in education, helping UK schools to get on board. But before Canva, I ran a small business and I was absolutely a Canva super fan. I started on my Canva journey not long after Canva launched in 2015, and I used it every single day. It helped me to kind of find more economical solutions for my small business. And it also saved me a ton of time because I'm not very patient. So asking a designer to get back to me with things, I'd rather just crack on and do it myself. So yeah, I loved Canva before I joined. I'm so happy to be part of the team today. So what we're going to cover today, so first of all, I'm going to give you a little brief history and where Canva are at today. We're going to talk about the visual economy, and then we're going to talk about some of the tools that I think are great for small business owners, retailers, people who are online selling their products. We're then going to look at some of the newest features that Canva's launched over the last 18 months. And then I'm going to give you some call to action and a little gift right at the end. Okay, so why Canva? So Canva launched in 2013, and we were founded by three young Australians in Sydney who set about on a mission to empower the world to design. Where their journey started and where we are now is they took lots of fragmented design tools and put them into a single ecosystem. And as a small business owner, I can, I was there myself. We're short on time. We don't have like lots of time to be able to go and research new tools, to learn new tools. And that's where Canva really comes into its own. So yeah, so we brought you all into one platform, and just made it simple and accessible to the whole world. Canva is now used in 190 countries across the world. We have lots of localized content in those countries, and people use it in different ways. I am absolutely amazed every time I meet my colleagues in Brazil or in Asia, because in those countries, people design everything on their mobile phones on Canva. Blows my mind. Okay. So here in Britain, we create a lot on Canva. We're one of the biggest markets in Europe. So well done to everybody in the room that uses Canva. Um, and Canva is like a tech for good company. Um, yeah, we have great ambitions to become one of the most profitable companies in the world. But with that profit, Canva hopes to do the most good. So we do lots of charitable work across the globe. As I mentioned, principally, I've been working in education for a year, and we've actually, in the past 18 months, shipped over $1 billion worth of free products to schools and charities. So if you're involved in either of those sectors, please get them in contact with us because they're entitled to a free Canva account. Yeah, okay. So let's talk a little bit about the visual economy, because I'm sure everyone will agree with me that we are bombarded with messages and content. Even today, coming here today, there is so much. It's like, it's wonderful. There's loads of shiny stuff. I'm really excited. But we're totally bombarded with messages and images every single day. And as passive consumers of all of that content, it can feel a little bit overwhelming, and sometimes difficult to retain all of that information. And as small business owners, you want to make sure that when somebody's maybe scrolling on social media, they're doing a doom scroll on Instagram or Reels, that they stop. Not only did they stop the scroll and look at your products, but also that they remember them when they finally get off their mobile phones. Want to make sure that we get that brand recognition in their brains. And visual storytelling, for which Canva is your number one tool, is the way to make sure that your consumers, your audience really make those human and emotional connections with your brand. Oh, go on. But it's not just about making pretty pictures, and I love making pretty things on Canva. It's really just about making sure that your content, your brand, and your products are remembered. And Canva did a study last year called the Visual Economy Report. Go and check it out. You can Google it. One of the stats, one of my favorite stats in there, comes from PwC, is that content that is visually appealing, that really tells that story, is 40 times more likely to be remembered and shared. Okay. So let's move on to our next section. We're going to talk about how Canva helps business owners to stay on brand. Okay. So Canva has this wonderfully clever thing, if we can play it. No? Yeah, I'll talk while we figure out how we're going to play that. Canva has this wonderful tool called the Brand Kit. This is where you can upload your logos, your pictures, your colors, your brand colors, your fonts, and even your brand voice. So every time you head into Canva to create something, it's already there for you. Our aim at Canva really is to supercharge your creativity. Here we go. This is it. To supercharge your creativity and your productivity all at the same time. So we don't want you starting with the dreaded blank page. You can head over to one of our templates and click the one that suits you best. And then head over to the brand kit and very quickly change those colors. You see we've got all the fonts uploaded here as well. It's going to do it for us. Now, we have over nearly 4 million elements in the Canva platform for you to use copyright free as business owners. So that includes all of these lovely templates, but it also includes elements like photographs and videos and audio tools and graphics. Just a treasure trove of creative delight for you to explore. Okay. And the thing that I love about Canva the most is that once you learn how to do one thing, so let's say create an Instagram graphic, you use those same skills across the whole of the platform. I think one of our hidden secret weapons within the Canva platform is that you can actually create a website in Canva, host it in Canva, add your own domain, and that's all within one single subscription. So if you can create an Instagram graphic, you can create a website on Canva. Okay, next up. Another productivity hack that you might like to make use of is you can take something that you've created, let's say it's an Instagram graphic, let's say it's a slide deck, and you can use Magic Switch to then switch it up and turn it into a different format. So that might be Instagram to PowerPoint. It might be taking a PowerPoint and turn it into a doc. You can also translate it into different languages. Literally takes a couple of seconds and it's done. Our Magic AI does all the work for you. Has anyone used Magic AI Write? Yeah, great, isn't it? I use Magic AI Write all the time. In my role, I'm writing things for social media, I'm writing business proposals. I use it a lot. I simply go in, give it a prompt, say, hey, I'm writing a post. I'm attending the Spring Retail Conference. I want to write a post on Instagram, and it will instantly generate your post for you. So it's going to save you a lot of time. You can use that for press releases, business plans, social media, newsletters, websites. It is amazing. And just last October, We tweaked it. We supercharged Magic Write. So there are some shortcuts that make that work even quicker. Okay. Added to that, you can also add your brand voice into your toolkit. So you can do this one of two ways. You can talk about the tone in which you want your, with which you want to write content, or you could describe your typical audience and let Magic AI know who it's writing for. So then once again, like let's say you're writing a page for your website, you can just press that brand voice button and just check that the content that you've wrote is perfectly targeted to the audience that you want to connect with. Okay. So, Canva has added Jam Packs 2024. We released a whole new suite of tools. Get ready, there's going to be another drop on April the 10th when we host our annual Canva Create Conference in LA. But if you did miss those drops last year, I'm going to go over with you some of them now. Okay, so let's say you're working with a team, maybe you're looking to create some ideas for a new product or a marketing campaign. I think one of the most magical tools we have on Canva is the whiteboard. Now, we're using this extensively in schools. We'd really love to see more small business owners use it as a tool for collaboration. So everyone can add their little post-it notes in, all your ideas, and then our Magic AI will sort it by topic, theme, whoever's used it. Your team can then go in, take another look at those post-it notes and give some emoji reactions just so you can decide which ones are the best ideas. And then this I love the most. Magic AI tool will then take your whiteboard and create a summary, which then you can turn into a doc. So this is great if you're kind of coming up with marketing ideas, strategies, to growth strategies for your business. Okay. So Magic Media has been around now for I think about 18 months. This is quite an old video. But let's say you're looking for that perfect image for your website, for a pitch document, and you don't have the time to go searching for something on Google. You simply need to head over to apps, find Magic Media, and then give it a text prompt, and it will create either an image, a video, or a graphic. So yeah, it's brilliant. It saves a ton of time. I used this last year with my mum, who was 69, took a forestry course, left a coursework till the last minute. So we did it all on Canva. So finding all those really technical things that we needed around colour science made our job a lot easier. Okay. We also have Dream Lab, which was launched in October. This came out of an acquisition that we made in Australia. It's a super, super, super powerful text to image tool. You're going to get, as you can see, some of the most beautiful images on Dream Lab that you can create for your brand. And you can also get text in there as well. Super amazing. Okay. You can also use Magic Grab. So let's say you find an image or you've taken a photograph of your own, but maybe it's not quite right. Use Magic Grab to kind of move things around, maybe add a different background, and just kind of like, get the right vibe that you need for your photography. You can also use it as well to upload PDFs and then move fonts around, move text around, and then Canva will magically recognize the font that you're using, and then you can add more text to that document as well. Okay, here's Magic Edit. So perhaps you want to change up the color of that bag. Perhaps you want a completely different bag, but you can use the Magic Paint and change it up. Love it. Okay. Now, this tool is really good. We launched this in October. For anybody who's on Reels or TikTok, you probably want to add captions to your videos. So, super simple now in Canva. Just upload your video, find the captions tool, and it will add it. Takes like a couple of minutes, if that. Probably depend on the length of your video. You can then also change the color, and the font style to match your brand. So all of this you have for one subscription price, which I think is amazing. Okay. We've also now added an app in the App Store, which is free to use, and it will help you create some product mock-ups as well. And finally, in October, as part of Droptober, we added several new content libraries. So, POCSOC is to make sure that we are champion diversity and design. So, you've got lots of inclusive images within that library. We also have Artlist, which adds music and video and some really kind of like cinematic photography as well to your designs. Go and find that, it's awesome. And the magical Disney. Now, sadly, we can't print Disney stuff here in the UK, but you can use it, add it to digital design. So if you've got kids, maybe you're having a Disney theme party, head on over to Canva and you can make some invitations there. We're hoping that that print might come this year, who knows? And also some other good collaborations. Watch this space. Okay. So that concludes my overview of all of our new features. As I said, there is more to come. Look out, Canva Create is launched on April the 10th. There'll be more exciting stuff to showcase. Um, if you're really new to your Canva journey, I recommend heading on over, following this QR code, or you can Google it, and finding our small business work kit. In here, you're going to find lots of templates, lots of playbooks that are going to really help you to kind of really amplify and, develop your creative skills on Canva. When you Google that, when you go into the small business kit, there's also a whole library of work kits as well that you might want to explore. So there's a careers one, there's one for university students, and there's one for teachers. Now I'm recommending you go and have a look at that teachers one because you can actually create a podcast in Canva, and there's a playbook on how to do it. And 2 weeks ago, we had 10-year-olds stand on a stage like this and showcased for a big audience how they created a podcast completely from start to finish in Canva. So if 10-year-olds can do it, we can all give it a go as well. But yeah, go and have an explore of all of those libraries. A little gift for people in the room, if you haven't got a Canva Pro account, follow this QR code and use this voucher at the bottom and just take a picture of it. And this will give you a free 45-day Pro account, enough time to explore all of those wonderful features that we have for small business owners. And there you go. That shows you how to do it once you're in there. And here we go. So across the globe, we have over 2 million people in various different virtual communities, mostly on Facebook. We've got designers, not-for-profits, teachers, and we also have our wonderful Canvassadors. So Canvassadors are Canva super fans who love Canva and like to share it with their colleagues and their own local community. And this event today is really well timed because part of my job in 2025 is really building and developing a community of small business owners, small business service providers who are using Canva and advocating for Canva. If that's you, follow this QR code. Part of being the Canvassador is that you get early access to new features, you get exclusive invite to our events that we host in London and some across the country. Bill gets lots of swag and lots of goodies. We really invest in our communities at Canva. We believe in community and they're a fun place to be. Okay. And that's it. You can also come and find me on LinkedIn. I'm available for questions after this session. But yeah, anything that you want to know about Canva, please do let me know. And today, whilst I've concentrated on small business owners, if you have a larger business, Canva also might be the tool for you. I can introduce you to people who specialise in that area within our London office. It's a great way to give every employee the tools to kind of share content that's consistent with with your brand and in the way that you want to connect with your audience. So there you go. Thank you very much.